Hi, I'm Turk Strongman at Thuran Kiramachuraka. Thank you for selecting this video about the continuity, consistency, and constancy of the core self. Now, I made and posted a video about this I guess, yesterday, but I think it was a little too complicated. So this is a remake. And before I get started, if you like this video, I humbly request that you give it a thumb up, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. Do that now. And then hit the new upload notification bell and share the joy of the channel with others. Okay. I recall that as a teenager and a young man, I sometimes wondered whether in another 40 years or so, will I feel like I'm still the same person? How different will I be? And what parts of me will be different? Will I even remember having wondered about it? Let alone be able to make the required comparison? Well, about that many years have passed now. Obviously, I recall wondering along these lines. But about the rest, the only things I feel certain of are that a lot about me has changed, and that, nonetheless, I am the same I that I was back then. I am that I was, if that makes sense. Same I. I am that I am. The same recognition has come to my awareness in other contexts as well. But I use this stated one here as an example of what I mean here by the continuity, the consistency, and the constancy of the core self. I guess I could just say of the core and leave self out of it and mean pretty much the same thing. The core amness inherent to all the aspects of perception, action, and experience that I loosely call myself. I recognize that practically by definition, the core amness uniquely is not subject to the changes of time. Maybe you have experience that has struck you in this way, in which you recognize that among, say, I was there and now I'm here, something constant persisted and was common to both. Recognizing this something is recognizing the existence of your true self. And many people have trouble over this, identifying their true self. I think that by the time a person has awareness and desire enough to engage in the endeavor, the trouble largely is due to not knowing the sort of thing to look for. Not knowing how to know when such recognition has obtained. And that makes sense. Similarly to the fact that it's easier to see something that moves than it is to see something that doesn't. Constant core amness does not easily stand out in one's awareness, when one's self-awareness has always involved things that change and can be described in terms of their changes. And about core amness, there's not much that can be said. That adds to the trouble. But if this is the case for you, and so you lack confidence over whether you have experience of or can recognize your true self, now hopefully you're in a little better position to know what's going on whenever an opportune experience arises for you. But you may ask whether arriving at an intellectual understanding of the idea of your true self, or at a belief in its existence due to that idea, constitutes its recognition. Good question. A similar question is whether some sort of feeling or inner mystical experience comes with a bona fide recognition of it. So these questions still have to do with how you can know when such recognition has obtained. I say that knowledge is justified belief and experience working together in support of one another. So, initial belief can serve as an initial starting point if it's justified. Justified how? Well, that's sort of up to you. your intellectual understanding of the idea can work wonders in that direction. The experience part is why I gave you the conditions of one of my own relevant experiences. Whether such a thing comes with some aha moment, or some feeling of transformation or inner light coming on, or some sort of soul rush, will vary from person to person, from experience to experience. I just mean a life experience in which the justified belief of the existence of your true self gains support, and in which in turn supports justified belief in its existence. A bona fide moment of plain and simple recognition. Typically, at such a moment, the existence of the true self, so to speak, smacks you in the face somewhat due to a sudden awareness of its obviousness, even if it's only a minor smacking in the face or moment of awareness of its obviousness. But if you do have an accompanying aha feeling, probably it will be along that line. Interesting, though, is that while your initial recognition of the existence of your true self might not feel earth-shattering at the moment, most likely it will be memorable. Be sure at that moment to go ahead and still yourself, maintaining your awareness of true self-recognition the best that you can, and just feel that on purpose. To close, many people have trouble over recognizing their true selves. I think largely because they have no clue how to know when they have attained such recognition. A few methods have been passed down through time. I hope that here I've added something to them that will serve you well. Again, thank you for selecting this Tharang Q Ramacharaka video. Please remember the thumb up and so on. Comment if you like, and stay tuned for more on this subject. I'm Turk Strawman. Be well.